Alright, ladies and gents, it's time for our second half of this week's Flight Sim stream. I'm going to search for something. I have absolutely no idea if this is going to work or not. Alright. Aha! It did work. So, Carcassonne is supposed to be a very, very nice looking area where if you fly around, you'll see like old town or old style towns and castles, actually. So I want to give this a shot and see if that's actually what we'll see or not. I don't know. We're going to fly over. But let's see. That was their airport there. I'm trying to see, like, maybe let's start from here and fly over it this direction and head out there and see what we can see. So let's start here. What the? Get that out of here. It says departure. Get that shit out of here. Okay. We'll fly over here. We'll see what we can see. This may be good. It may not be. We'll find out. And then after this, what I might do is start taking suggestions from the chat tonight and see what else they want to see. But this is supposed to be in Europe. This is supposed to be like a nice, like old style medieval castles and things that you could fly over. Okay. Carcassonne. Exactly. See, Golden Coast says, isn't that an Xbox Live Arcade game where you build castles? Exactly. It's supposed to be a castle-esque area. So. Yeah, I would assume so. Guts the Black Swordsman says that Chernobyl inspired the Stalker games. Probably. Alright, Carcassonne. Ha ha ha. La Carcassonne. Welcome. Well, once again, it starts us so high up in the sky, there's no fucking way any of us would ever see anything unless we just plummet down. So I need to plummet the fuck down. Look at this insane loss of altitude. Just nuts. Looking for, suicide dive here. Okay. So, that was a hell of a way to lose altitude, wasn't it? Okay, now we can stop at that and see what we have below us. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. Whoa! I didn't mean to die that much. Slow down a bit. Okay, whew. Survived. So what I'm seeing are some very modern buildings, but I'm wondering, if we go in a certain direction here, will we actually start to see some old-time stuff? I don't know. You see, your boy Lem says, "Oh, it looks like dirt huts from up here." Some of them do. These are obviously more modern buildings, but some of them just look like kind of, I don't know, very generic, crappy roads, right? Or not roads, excuse me, rooftops. Look at these cars driving through each other down there. What is it saying? I can't even hear what it's saying. I have no idea what it's saying. Shut up. What does he say? Don't sing. Don't sing. Whatever you do, don't sing. Don't sing. Don't you dare. Okay. So this is the airport, right? Swaggin says, do you feel that the main audience of this game plays it in order to see sights like me, Or is it more people who are hardcore, like, into, hardcore into simming? I would argue it's probably people who are hardcore into simming. I think it's people who basically want to learn how to fly and enjoy that experience. Learn, like, oh, I'm simming, I'm doing all the dials and everything. Maybe even flight aficionados who, when they want to actually fly in real life for themselves, and this is a way for them to kind of prepare for that experience. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. Sweaty Nutsack hit me $1.50 and said, "You hear Howard Stern renewed his contract till 2025? No, I did not. I have not listened to Howard Stern in over a decade. I don't have Sirius Satellite Radio, and I don't know anything about what the guy does anymore. I would assume now he's an old goat who probably is exactly like his dad used to be, who we used to hate. We probably acts just like him now. Because that's exactly one of the reasons why I thought that he was getting played out, was because his show was actually sucking, because he had become his dad. So I said, I don't listen to that anymore, and I stopped listening to it. Golden Cold says, I think we're pretty far away from the walled city, and I doubt we'll come across it. See, I wish I knew the exact coordinates. I don't know the coordinates. It's nice. This is a nice countryside, though. If you take a look, it's definitely a nice countryside. I like it. But, I'm not seeing any walls or anything, right? Yeah, that is true. Jake Lasso says, you know, I used to have Sirius, and Howard Stern was, like, not on it half the time. Yeah, because he has this ridiculous contract where he gets paid millions of dollars and only has to do a certain amount of shows. So he doesn't even have to work full time. Like, he's there, like, half the year and gets insane amounts of vacation. I don't know, you know, I'm assuming they think that he brings in ridiculous amounts of subscribers for what he gets paid for the very little amount of time that he's actually working. So... Is this Farmville? Yes, we have reached Farmville officially. You've hit it on the head. What are you talking about? Moussolens. Moussolens. Now that I am more sensitive, do I find Howard Stern offensive? I mean, honestly, I probably would hate his show now. Just being honest. He makes fun of people who are underprivileged and or a lot of people who have disabilities. So he makes fun of them constantly, right? Makes jokes out of them, essentially. He's constantly talking about dumb sexual shit, you know? When I was young and immature, like a lot of other people, I thought that his content was entertaining and funny. I probably would not like it right now, to be honest. Oh, Mud Maniac did another super chat saying, will you consider subbing out a hat and wearing a pantyhose over your head, because I would super chat bunches for that. Unfortunately, super chats do not count towards the goals for getting a hat on, so you could super chat as much as you want, the pantyhose would still stay off. I'm very sorry, Mud Maniac. There you go. What do we have here? Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, that's like an old times place. Look at all the houses are clustered. They're older houses. Older style for sure. Those don't look like modern houses. This countryside is beautiful. Imagine living out here. So that definitely looks like an older town. Shut up about stalling. Fuck off. Do I ever think YouTube will be as profitable as Twitch? It depends. If I stick to my guns and I continue to entertain an audience and getting a little bit of growth every year, then yeah, I think I can get back to where I was on Twitch. I don't think I'm ever going to get the discoverability I had on Twitch, so I'm not going to get people automatically just coming to my stream because I'm playing a new release. You see what I'm saying? But I do feel eventually there could be some growth. I do, and I think that I could probably get back to where I was on Twitch. It's just not going to be immediate. Look at that city. On a hillside, you have to drive all the way up. Oh, look at these cars going back and forth between the houses on no road. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Well, this is certainly beautiful, but sadly I didn't have direct coordinates of where I wanted to go to look for castles, so sadly I don't think we're going to find anything. I am enjoying this. It's nice. It's a very nice countryside to fly over, but sadly I don't think we're going to find what we were actually looking for. I don't think we're going to find any castles or anything out here. I would need more specific coordinates to do that, I feel. Because it certainly doesn't seem like it's just self-explanatory, right? Daniel said, I think the big titles coming up soon will help a lot. I think so too. Like I said, just this week, earlier this week, I've had like 5-10 people who were like, oh, I'm here now to support you and become a member because I'm finally coming over from Twitch. You know, I didn't really come until now, but this month there's new releases coming out, so I want to come support you now. I'm like, welcome, you know, people who just didn't watch you for the last 3-4 months. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these houses certainly don't seem to be the most modern, right? I mean, they're not castles, but they're certainly not ritzy, modern places. One maniac that is super chat, he said, fly over Detroit and dodge bullets. I hate to tell you, but bullets don't go that high. They just don't. You may think they do in some weird, irrational logic, but no, they don't go. They don't fly that high into the sky and hit planes. Oh fuck! You need to do that. Derek, you should. If there's trolls, you should ignore them. We'll see if we can identify who they are and get rid of them. But I'm not going to bother with it for now. Well, this is nice, but like I said, I don't think we're going to find what we're looking for. So I think it was nice for like 10-15 minutes, but I think we should do something else. I'm curious if you guys have any suggestions tonight. What would you like to do? Let's toss some suggestions. I'll look at them while we're finishing up this flight, and I'll pick one and we'll do that next. But let's see what people have to suggest. And don't just toss out coordinates. Tell me what you're doing. I'm not going to any random coordinates. You're an idiot if you think I am. Monument Valley is a location used in a lot of Western movies. Stormforce Gamer suggested that. See, we already did Seoul. I don't want to do Hong Kong. I feel like we just did Seoul, so I don't want to do another major city like that in Asia. Ushuaia, Argentina. It's the closest city to the South Pole. Holy shit, really? South Pole. Somewhere with a big bridge? That could be pretty cool. That actually could be pretty cool. A big bridge city. Look at that. I wonder what that's supposed to be. Eventually, I think we will do the Great Wall of China. I don't know if I want to do that tonight, but I think we should do that eventually. Look at that big ass house. Imagine living down there in that fucking house right there. Out here in all this green. That's like a mansion. Seriously. That's like a crazy ass mansion for rich people right there. There's another one. Look at this. Way out in the middle of nowhere, a giant ass fucking mansion in the middle of all this greenery, right? Look at that. I wonder if those solar panels on the rooftop, or if that's just bad rendering. All these homes out here have got to be like, you know, bajillion-dollar homes. Giant homes out in the middle of this area. Shooter McGavin did a super chat. What are your feelings on the Socratic method? Oh, Socrates was my favorite philosopher of all time. Socrates, really, he knocked it out of the park. No Mud Maniac, we're not going to DMZ, South Korea. A Shaolin monastery, see, that sounds on paper interesting, but I guarantee you all it would be is like, you fly over 100 mountains, and then there's a tiny little thing on top that's the monastery. It's not going to be some giant thing that's going to be interesting to see, I bet. Hernandez says, I listened to your pre-stream today, and I appreciate you putting more thoughts to members-only ideas. I suggested last night, listen to suggestions why you're one of my favorite YouTubers. I do my best, and I am trying to... Oh, wow. Whoa, that looks completely unique. Why is that street green? What the heck? That was weird. Green streets. Anyway, I try my best to improve over time and listen to suggestions. If it's a viable suggestion that makes sense and something I can easily integrate and people find value in it, I'll do it. I don't see a reason why I couldn't do some members-only stuff coming out, alright? Yeah.
500.
Well, I think that's it for this. I think I'm going to take a suggestion from one of my viewers. Alright? I'm going to take a suggestion from one of the viewers right now. Oh, man. I don't know why I keep yawning tonight. When I got up to get water, I stretched and I tried to jump around a little bit, but you might just do it. My blood's not flowing very well tonight. Not much oxygenation. So actually, give me a second here. Give me 1 second, everybody. Oh! Stretch my legs. Just going to stretch them a bit. Stretch them out. Hoi! 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 Oh! Oh! Okay. I did some stretching. All right. I know what I want to do. Hoi! Hoi! Oh, man. San Francisco International Airport. There it is. San Francisco. I've never been to San Francisco. I heard nice things, and also I heard that, you know, nice scenery with the bridge and everything. Why? If I selected 2 p.m., why does it look like this? This is fucked up. This ain't right. Oh, shit. Alcatraz is down there? Oh, man. Here's all the cool stuff. Yeah, this is cool. They actually have things labeled in San Francisco. There's actually labeled things we can check out. Alcatraz. That's nice. Alright. So, let's do this. Let's actually take off from South San Francisco. And we'll fly north. Okay. I won't fly over my own house. I already did. Weeks ago we did that. Boy, people are stupid. Anyway. This does not look like the right time to me. For some reason, it's 7:25 a.m. even though I didn't tell it I wanted to do that. Alright, here we go. San Francisco. And then what we could do, we'll fly over and then we can change it to nighttime and see how it looks different at night. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright. Alrighty, folks. Alright, so guys, just so you know, I'm here for about roughly another 40 minutes tonight. Currently, the top contributor is still Shadow Wolf 344. No one has beaten a $15 tip. So Shadow Wolf will be picking where we go next week unless someone beats that contribution. I would appreciate it if you were going to contribute tonight, if it could be tips, because tips are very slow tonight. Super chats are actually quite decent, but the tips are slow. So please, if you can, and thank you if you do. And now, let us descend. Let us descend. Ah! Oh, shit. This is how you descend.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Alrighty then. That's how it's done. During the Great Depression, not a single bank in San Francisco failed. Oh, yeah? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Plummeting to the earth and turning into pancakes. This is how we do it. I lost my direction. I'm going this way. Okay. So now let's chill. We're basically in southern San Francisco right now. Oh, I can see it. It's right. You can see some of the major stuff is coming up to the right. Right, see there's a mountain range there, but past it you can see the buildings out in the distance of downtown San Francisco. And we're going to actually have landmarks for a change. We're going to have landmarks. There's going to be landmarks we can actually see. Mud Maniac did another super chat. And so you feel like it, oh, I'm not even saying that. All right, you're banned. Mud Maniac just got banned from the chat for being a fucking idiot. I would have allowed him to stick around, but he had to say dumb shit, so now he's out and he can go fuck himself. All right, very nice. I see a sports stadium below, but I do not believe that's a major one. That looks more like a high school or college. It says, Jefferson. I wonder if that's Jefferson High or something, right? All right, we're flying into San Francisco. Here we go. Look at that city to the right. It's beautiful. Let's actually change our direction so we can actually go over the city and see some of the landmarks. Here we go. So toxic tonight? Oh, I agree. There's a bunch of toxic fucking people on the stream tonight. It would be nice if I could just enjoy the stream without having toxicity with these idiots, but you know. They come in here and they do a bunch of super chats to get noticed, and they get banned, and then they cry to their moms. And then their mom scolds them because they probably use their mom's credit card to do the super chats to begin with. Okay. Mole Man. You see a mole man? Mole man. Oh, really? Ricky Horney says the Beatles gave their last full concert at Candlestick Park on August 29, 1966. I thought the Beatles' final concert was not an actual publicized concert. They just played on a random rooftop together. And some people heard it and some people didn't. But it was actually recorded. Right? Isn't that true? And that was their final concert and they agreed they would never play again together? What video games did I play that took place in San Francisco besides Driver San Francisco? Actually, I don't know. Besides Driver San Francisco, I don't know what else. So we've got Sutro Tower over here. What is Sutro Tower? I don't know, but it's got a point of interest on it, so let's fly over and check it out. It's huge. Very tall. A lot of sports fields around here. But again, I think they're more like colleges and high schools. I don't think those are like major sports arenas. You would think the arena would be further that way with the major city. So that's Sutro Tower right there. I have no idea what it is. A radio tower? Looks like it. Yeah, it looks like more like a radio tower than anything else. Nice, like 10 frames per second as I flew by it. Okay, right there we got the California Palace of the Legion of Honor. I have no idea what the hell that is. Fort Winfield Scott. That's the Golden Gate Bridge. I think what we'll do, let's see the Golden Gate Bridge, then we'll hook a right, and we'll head back this way and see all the major things in the city to our right, right? But let's actually do the Golden Gate Bridge first. Enclave Soldier, I did know that at one point. He says, did you know that lead singer of Power Man 5000, whose name is Spider-1, is actually Rob Zombie's younger brother? I did know that at the time, when they were popular in the late 90s. Of course, I didn't think about that since then. The Sonic Adventure's first stage took place in San Francisco. I don't know. I think it was supposed to be, you know, like an homage to San Francisco, running down these hills you know, with the buildings there, the place where people live, but I don't think it was supposed to be in San Francisco. Going under the bridge is the ultimate move. Wow. You really want me to go under the bridge? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I have to lose a lot of altitude to do that. There's the Fort Winfield Scott, whatever that is. Here's the Golden Gate Bridge. It's pretty. What'd she say? There you go, beautiful, right under the Golden Gate Bridge. And there's a nice boat right there. There's a lot of boats under me. Look at that. See that? Take that shit. I wish you could do that. You're not that. Oh, Alcatraz. All right, let's see Alcatraz. The famous prison on an island that was infamous that no one could break out and escape from Alcatraz for the longest time until someone actually finally did. But for the longest time, it was known as the impregnable prison. Very nice. Yeah, I think it is the closer you get to land, the more detail there is. So you get to the water, you start to see boats, right? You notice all the detail in the water right now that we're closer. You see that? Shout out to Chipe, who just tipped me $4.20. Thank you so much, Chipe, for the tips tonight. That's going to get us up to $38 in tips. Thank you. But Shadow Wolf still remains the top contributor of the night with about roughly half an hour left on the stream. So there's Alcatraz. Impregnable, huh? Apparently it housed quite a lot of criminals at one point. I mean, I think the reason it was really impregnable was if you even escaped, there was no boats or anything to leave, so you just have to swim. What are you gonna do? Drown, right? Where are you gonna go? You're gonna get screwed. So it didn't make sense to even try to escape. So that is the Bay Bridge. There's two different bridges. There's the Golden Gate and the Bay Bridge to get into the city. I see. Oh, Mole Man? Mole Man was locked up there. Mole Man. Okay. Do I think YouTube will become more popular for streaming than Twitch? Only time will tell. It's highly unlikely. But if Twitch keeps screwing up and YouTube improves, there's potential. San Francisco. Shout out to Ryan McGuire, who just became a channel member tonight. Thank you, Ryan, for becoming a channel member. Now we are at a record 266 channel members. We have never topped that before. That's the highest we've ever had here on DSP Gaming. I should also call out the fact that we are at a record high number of subscriptions here, 193,000 and climbing. I've never had that many on my DSP Gaming channel in the 13 years that I've done YouTube videos, and DSP Gaming has been around since 2010, so it's about 11 years in existence. I now have the most subs I've ever had, too. That's kind of crazy looking. Look at that. Hills with trees, and then there's buildings right on it. I wonder if those are the infamous streets that you go up and down with trolleys and stuff on them. I don't know. I don't know that much about San Francisco to identify if that's it or not. We got a lot of big-ass buildings here. Wow, nice, right? That has to be downtown because that's the biggest buildings, so we'll save that for last. Let's actually do a little bit of flying around here. See if we can identify any sports stadiums or anything major as we fly over it, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Derek, California has many large cities. Goes to Jay, we already hit the 260 member goal. That's why we're doing a tier 2 goal now. Oh, yeah? Golden Cold says they shut down Alcatraz because it was enormously expensive to operate. The government wanted a normal prison they could deliver stuff to, like a Walmart. Alrighty, then. Sports field. A lot of sports fields, actually, under us. Baseball diamonds. Those are probably tennis courts. They look like tennis courts. Here's that Sutro Tower, so let's hook a left now. There we go.
500.
So here's downtown Seattle. Oracle Park. What else? The Metropolitan Oakland International Airport. Whoa, look at this building right here. You think that's the Capitol building or maybe a courthouse? See, it's got the cool dome. And typically in America, buildings that have that are some kind of government building. So I would guess that's some kind of an official government building right there. Very unique architecture on that one. See that? Frame rate is dipping. It's annoying. Okay. Alright, this definitely is not Derek. He's trying to distract me. He says, how many cities in California can you name? Derek would not be asking random shit like that, so that's not him and I'm banning him. That's definitely not Derek. Okay. Daniel says, once you got outside, it was damn near impossible to escape because the ocean would be around the island. It was rough and had a bunch of jagged boulders in the water. Yeah, if you don't... Think about that. What are you going to do? Swim all the fucking way to the land? You're going to drown. You're going to run out of energy and you're going to fucking drown. Right? Nathan Sakara did a super chat, said, double Derek strikes again. Double Derek. I definitely got rid of one of the fake Dereks right there. Some skinny smokestacks right there below us. Nice buildings. I wish I knew what they were. I don't, sadly. Huge buildings, right? That's a unique one right there. Unique looking. This is the tallest one right here. That's definitely the tallest one in all of San Francisco. Look at that. Wow. Looks terrible. It's all broken up. It didn't render properly. Look at this one. Looks like a giant obelisk. Some cool stuff, man. Look at that. That's a really cool building. Huh. And over there, what's this called? I can't tell. It's a landmark that it won't tell me the name of it. Hoyt Tower. Okay. Hoyt Tower. Another unique looking tower. Look at that. That's completely unique too. It looks old, right? It looks like a really old tower. Maybe it is. Alright. Nice. This is pretty good. I like this one. I wonder what that is below. It looked like a unique drawing on the ground there. Maybe it's just an aquarium or something. It looked like it. Or maybe a naval, or a nautical area. Okay. That was close. Buzzed it. Look for the house in Full House or Candlestick Park. I don't know where those are. I don't know where any of that stuff would be, honestly. Okay. Alright. Well, I think we're going to cut our tour of San Francisco to a close here. It's very nice, actually. Very nice city. Humongous building. If only I knew what more of those were, it probably would have been more entertaining. I didn't see any like major sports arenas. I did not see anything, which is weird because there's definitely the San Francisco Giants are there, right? And I'm trying to remember if they have a baseball team. Let's go under this bridge too, just because we can. So we went under the Golden Gate Bridge, and now we go under the Bay Bridge. Look at that. Because I can. It's awesome. Alright. An emergency landing on the Golden Gate Bridge. I don't think that's going to happen. I could attempt it, but it ain't going to work. Here's Oracle Park. I don't know what Oracle Park is. It looks like a baseball diamond. Oh, okay. This must be San Francisco. Who is the San Francisco baseball team? The Giants. There they are. San Francisco Giants, Oracle Park. Nice. We found it. I was going to say there had to be a sports arena here somewhere. Yep, there's a giant Coke bottle. Look, there's a giant Coca-Cola bottle down there. That's ridiculous. So there's the park. I wonder where the football arena is. And I mean American football. Like I said, the San Francisco 49ers, right? Oh, they don't? Really? The 49ers don't play in San Francisco? Oh my God. I didn't know that. I always thought they were still there. Wow. So yeah, I'm being told they don't play there anymore. So I wouldn't be able to find the arena, I guess. Wow. Well, you've blown my mind. I didn't know that. The Bayview District. Look at this. They're in Santa Clara now? They're actually called the Santa Clara 49ers? Oh my God. Can you tell it's been a long time since I followed sports, organized sports? Holy fuck, man. Santa Clara. What the frick? That sounds so weird to me. The Santa Clara 49ers. I bet these homes are very expensive. Those look like ritzy, pricey homes. I think I see another sports arena over there. We'll check out and see what that is. Chameleon did a super chat and said, what was the best place you traveled in real life? Oh, I haven't been to too many places in real life, honestly. You know, the city I've been to the most was New York City. But actually, it's not that nice, in my opinion. Chicago I've been to twice, and I like Chicago. At least for the places I've been. I know Chicago also has a lot of crime-ridden areas. But I definitely liked being in Chicago. I don't know. Ramrod tipped me $2 and I'm late to the party. Were you able to upload Part 4 of Tormented Souls? No, because it's corrupted. Part 4 of Tormented Souls was corrupted. I can't even play the video on my PC. If I try, my PC Windows Explorer crashes. So, I have to try to edit it out of the live stream from earlier, which could take a day, seriously. So, don't hold your hopes for me getting that video on YouTube anytime soon. I'll do my best. Okay? Thank you, Ramrod, for the tip. Okay. The typical home value of a home in San Francisco is $1,502,000, says Ricky Horney. Wow. Wow. What is that? Look at that thing. What the heck? That just looks weird. Look at it. It looks weird. I guess it's a giant crane. It probably is. It's probably a giant crane to take cargo off of ships. Alright, so what is this over here? And then this will adjourn San Francisco. And we'll do something quickly for the last 20 minutes of the stream. No hat. We didn't even get, dude, we didn't even get to the freaking, the Gunnar Glasses goal. Like I said, tips tonight have been ridiculously slow, so maybe this was where the 49ers used to play, and now they don't exist anymore. In fact, yeah, look. Yup. This used to be the San Francisco 49ers arena. But like you guys said, they're not there anymore. It even says 49ers on the field, yup. But they're not there anymore. So what is that, defunct now? It's just empty? They don't do anything with it, huh? Huh. Oh, really? NewTube says it's been demolished. That actually has been demolished and is not there anymore. Wow. Damn. That sucks. Alright. Alright, guys. We got one final opportunity to do something tonight. The question is, what could we do in like 15, 20 minutes? You guys got any ideas what we could do quickly? Don't pick something giant. Like, don't pick a giant city or anything. Only because I feel like that would be a waste. What could we do in like 20 minutes? Right? Maybe something quick. Maybe something outdoors. Not like, you know, like a city, but maybe like some nature stuff or something. Okay. Oh. Derek is now saying I might have banned his YouTube account. Alright, Derek, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. See, I don't think I banned Derek. Here we go. I reply, but the good news about this is I know every single Derek in chat is fake now. Like this one right here. Okay. So I'm going to have Derek actually send me his YouTube channel. I'll unban him after the stream. There we go. The Rock of Gibraltar? I don't know where that would be. Where's the Rock of Gibraltar? Oh my god, excuse me. It's absolutely disgusting. Monument Valley. Alright, let's try this. Monument Valley. Could you link that again to Stormforce Gamer? Because you're about to scroll off the screen. Ooh. Yeah, please link that again in chat, Stormforce Gamer. I know it was 37.008, and then you scrolled right off the screen. I didn't get a chance to put it in there. Here it is. Oh, it's 37.008, 1025. Look at this to look, something different. And then negative 110.1240. Shit. One, 2, 4, 0. 795. So this is supposed to be Monument Valley, which apparently is a famous area where they do a lot of filming for westerns and other things. Alright, we'll give it a shot. I guess we'll fly here and start heading south. Here's what we'll do. Say, start here and fly south over all this and see if we recognize anything. I don't know. Looks interesting. Certainly different from the other stuff we've been doing today. Okay. Alright guys, so this is the last thing we're going to be doing today, just so you know. Thank you guys who've been chilling with me and who have been contributing. I really appreciate it. Last chance. Currently, the top contributor is still Shadow Wolf from earlier tonight. No one has topped the $15 tip. So right now, Shadow Wolf will remain the top contributor, and we'll get to choose where we're going next week, unless someone tops their contribution. We haven't had enough tips to even do the Gunner glasses, so, you know, now would be the time. Though we're in the final 15 minutes of the stream, guys. So this is Monument Valley. Okay. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I am actually immediately starting to recognize some stuff. Take a look at that. These rock formations, I'm positive have been used in movies before, right? I've seen that those rock formations, like you know, people riding around them and stuff. See that? That's kind of cool. It's nice out here. This is Radiator Springs from the Disney movie Cars, says Golden Colts. Yeah, this is where they always ride around on their horses. And they get a ton of shots probably in this area for all the westerns, right? No, but there's usually almost never a behind-the-scenes tip on a late stream. I just checked and there have been none. Almost never is there behind-the-scenes tip on the late streams. Mark, I don't know. He says, will I play King of Fighters 15 on this console and use this controller because it has a good D-pad? Or will I play it on PS5? I honestly don't know what I should do. I'm going to have some tough decisions coming up on what consoles I'm going to get stuff on, I think.
Stall.
Okay. Any towns or anything down here? Or... Why is it saying that we're at such high altitude? We're not. It's glitched. Wait a minute. It's completely glitched. We're about to hit the floor, but it's claiming like we're at high altitude. No, we're not. What is that? So definitely, yeah, look at that rock. I've definitely seen that in movies before. This is Monument Valley to the left. Let's hook to the left. Let's see what we can find over here. Okay. Are there any gaming peripherals outside of the headset that I would be looking for? No, not really. It's all I want for now. What's up, Yoshino Lover? Good evening. How you doing, man? He's enjoying my Tormented Souls playthrough. Some big buildings. What are these? They're not very well rendered. Look. Oh, they're actually kind of crappy looking. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I wonder if this is like a town they would use in a Western, you know, because there's little buildings right next to each other. Use it as like a filming location. I wonder if this is even a real town, or if it's supposed to be like a movie set, you know, that they would use for filming. Whoa, look at that. Oh, yeah. Real nice rock formations here, for sure. Really nice. What's that called? Green Road? Oh, Green Road. Yeah, the road is green. Look at that. Why is the road green? Mr. Puffy Nipples to me $1.50 and says, if someone contributes, can we choose a location, one location or two? I don't know what you mean. If you are the top contributor, you are guaranteed to get the first location on next week's stream. That's how it works. If you want to make a suggestion for another one, yeah, it's not guaranteed that we'll do it right away, but obviously I'll take suggestions, other suggestions. Yeah, Yoshi, it'll take you a while. I selected Pro Skater 2 until I played it for a bit, and then I got used to it, and I got better at it. And then I got really good at it, and I beat the whole thing. It was fun. Someone is claiming that the high school for Breaking Bad is here. Really? Chernobyl was cool. I agree. Flying over Skywalker Ranch would be cool. I don't know where that... Oh, shit! I don't know where that is. Where's Skywalker Ranch? I don't know what that is. Look at that down there. Cool. So this is Monument Valley. Follow the green road, right? How did Hollywood become so corrupt? It's called money. No Hernandez. I don't follow Fwiz on Twitter. I don't know who he is. He's the head of YouTube Gaming. Nah, never heard of him. Pretty nice. I don't know who would want to live out here, though. It's probably hot as balls. Seriously. It's probably hot as balls. Probably hard to get water out here and shit, you know? Because you're so far removed from any other major city and stuff. There's also no natural water sources out here, I don't think, right? Probably very dry and arid. Yeah. Spawn Killer, just to be $20, and says, okay, I want you to go to Germany and ATL. So somewhere in Germany and somewhere in Atlanta. So Atlanta, Georgia. If you have a specific place in Germany, Spawn Killer, I'd be all ears. Like, if you know, like, you want me to go to, isn't there a town like Hamburg or something like that, right? Or another town, Berlin or something? Let me know where you want to go in Germany. And then he says Atlanta. All right, we'll keep Atlanta, Georgia in mind. Thank you, Spawn Killer. Thank you, top contribution of the night. Very little time left if you want to beat him. you have to contribute within the next few minutes because we're just going to fly around a little more, and that's the end of the stream. So, last chance if you guys want to become top contributor and pick where we go next week, okay? Sadly, Hernandez, I would not be able to talk to Fwiz publicly because the trolls all follow me and harass the shit out of me online, especially on my Twitter. Anyone who I interact with usually gets harassed as a result. So I would not be able to do that. I guarantee you if I started talking to the guy, immediately people would start spamming him with negative memes about me and shit. So I'm not even going to bother, you know. Are the stadiums for the Atlanta Olympics still there? Oh, I have no idea, Usagi. Oh, you're right. People wanted the aviators. My bad. That's my fault. So you guys, we hit it so late. We hit it so late that I forgot about the aviators because we're at the tail end of the stream here. So I completely forgot about wearing these on the Flight Simulator stream. There you go. Bo Rock did a super chat. Where's the $200 net brace? We're only at 60, so not even a chance of that happening, even if it were actually going to happen. Spawn Killer did another super chat. He says Berlin. Okay, so Berlin, Germany, right? Berlin, Germany, and then the ATL, right? Okay, cool. Those are good suggestions. Ooh. Oh, really? Swordforce Gamer says, I think they're actually going to update Germany in a big world map update in a few months' time. Wait a minute. Money Creature just to be $21 and says, saddle up, cowboy, because we're going to Tijuana, Mexico. Yeah! Whoa, I don't know where that came from. Money Creature with a tip. $21. That becomes the top tip of the night. $82 in tips total. And he says we're going to Tijuana, Mexico. I don't know, did I ever tell you guys this story? Did you guys know that my cousin actually was murdered and passed away in Tijuana, Mexico? I don't know if I ever told you that. Yeah. My mother's, well, it was my mother's, my mother's nephew. So my cousin. Yeah. Yeah, he passed away in Tijuana. Certainly wasn't there for good reasons. Let's put it that way. From what I'm to understand, he used to go across the border a lot to go down there and basically do illicit things like drugs and stuff. And he just ran in with the wrong crowd, and someone murdered him to rob him. And that was the end of that. He was always known as like the black sheep of the family. He was much older than me when I was very young. Like when I was like in my early teens, he was already in like his late 20s. So he was much older than me. And yeah, he was known as like the black sheep of the family who was into that kind of shit and wasn't basically very friendly with his father, my uncle, because of that. And I only saw him maybe a few times during holiday gatherings when I was very young. And I remember once there was a, I believe it was for my uncle's 50th birthday. The family threw him like a big bash kind of celebration. They rented out a hall and invited all of his friends and all his family members. And it was like a big buffet, and it was music and everything to celebrate, like a big birthday bash for him, 50th anniversary birthday. And I remember that was the last time I saw my cousin, because he was hanging out with my wife. Oh my god, he was hanging out with my aunts and uncles. I don't know why. Whenever I think about my family, sometimes I say my wife, and then sometimes, I don't know, I always say the wrong thing. No, he was not hanging out with my wife. He was hanging out with my aunts and uncles. Because he basically hung out with everyone but his dad. He would not hang out with my Uncle Richie. He would only hang out with everyone but his dad, because his dad basically hated him because he knew that he was into drugs and stuff. But yeah, he was hanging out with my other relatives. And I remember he was on the younger side, so I was like a young teenager, and I was talking to him and hanging out with him a little bit. He was a cool guy, but at the same time, like, you knew that he was like into shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can always tell. And then it was only like, if I remember correctly, it was within like a few months after that birthday celebration for my uncle that, and that, you know what, and that was the weird thing that stood out about that birthday celebration was it was for my uncle's 50th anniversary, and my cousin showed up to be there for dad, you know, his dad, but his dad didn't want to talk to him, so he ended up hanging out with everyone else, all other relatives, but not my uncle, because my uncle kind of like had disowned him because he was like the druggie or the black sheep of the family, right? So yeah, basically, he died like 3 months later. No one had known what happened to him. He just went missing completely. And then all of a sudden, you get a phone call from like the border patrol or whatever that he had passed away in Mexico and had been contacted by the Mexican authorities. And they said that they had his body and they found his identification and everything. And that's when everyone kind of found out that he was constantly going south of the border down there to Tijuana. And he was into illicit drugs and gambling and all kinds of stuff. And that he had gotten murdered and robbed. It was fucked up. Shout out to Ahan for a super chat. Thank you, Ahan, for the super chat. Was he a mule? That I don't know. You know, who knows? If he was definitely into drugs and he was crossing the border, could it have been a possibility? Yes. Was he? I have no idea. Like I said, I was young. I was a young teenager, probably like 13 years old. I didn't know what the fuck was going on with anything with that, you know? I didn't even understand what a mule was. Well, who knows? Maybe he was. I don't know. You're absolutely right, Danny. He probably pissed off the wrong people. He probably got into the wrong circles, pissed off the wrong people. It's sad because a lot of my family, like, I really don't have connection to much or any of my family anymore besides my parents. It's like all my family systematically over the years kind of hated each other to the point where they just stopped talking to each other. But I had no impact on it. I was one of the youngest people in the family. And all the older people older than me all got into these feuds and arguments and hated each other and stopped talking. You know, my Uncle Richie moved away to another coast and we never heard from him again. And my godparents had a falling out with my mom for some reason. I don't know why. And because of that, we stopped hanging out and doing anything with them. And the only other relatives that I had contact with really was my great aunt and great uncle, and they both passed away. So systematically, when I was a kid, I had a ton of relatives. Like I said, I went to my uncle's 50th anniversary party, and there's like a ridiculous amount of people that I know there. And then over the years, it was like less and less and less, to the point where I was like in my 20s, and there was like no relatives left. Like no one talking to anyone. They're like, damn. But anyway, I only brought that up because Money Creature is the top tipper of the night, and he is in Tijuana, Mexico next week. And my cousin passed away in Tijuana, pretty fucked up. My mom or dad's brother was 70 when I was 13. No, I just said he turned 50. Not 70, 50. Jeez. Yeah, now he's up there in age. Now he's very old. He's much older than my mom. And my mom right now is in her 60s, so he would be probably in his late 70s. Yeah. Oh, this guy's an asshole. Another guy who's pretending to be a fucking terrorist, so let's just fucking block this idiot. Mr. Profi Nipples tipped me $1.50 and says, you know trolls are going to say that's a fake story. They can say whatever they want. It's true. If I remember correctly, I think his name was Richie Jr., actually. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure his name was Richie Jr. And so he was the junior to my uncle, but then ended up being the one into drugs and crime and illicit stuff, and that's why my uncle kind of disowned him. Yeah. How do I not know the name of my cousin? Because he passed away when I was like 12, 13. That's why. And no one talks about it. Like I said, I don't have family members that are close. No one talks about this stuff. So I literally haven't even thought of my cousin in any capacity, except when people say Tijuana, I think, oh yeah, that's right, my cousin passed away in Tijuana. But that's all I remember, you know what I mean? I don't think about him outside of that. I only met the guy a few times when I was younger. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Only Carl said you said it was your uncle's 50th anniversary. His 50th birthday is what I meant to say, not 50th anniversary. My uncle's 50th birthday was around the time when I was like a younger teen. Yeah. So now, damn, now that I'm thinking about it, if that was the case, right? I was definitely in my younger teens. So now he'd be about, yeah, in his late 70s or early 80s, which makes sense because he was about 15 to 20 years older than my mom. Yeah. I know people are being stupid. Alright. I would love for some of these people who are so critical of me. By the way, we're coming to the end of the stream right now. I would love for these people who are so ridiculously critical of me when I misspeak and stuff on my streams. Why don't you come and try to do this every day? Why don't you come on stream 6 days a week, talking constantly, responding to people and everything, and maintain coherent thought and don't get tired? This is all this stuff. When you get tired, you say the wrong thing. You confuse things in your head. You slur your words. You know, it's draining doing this. It really is. It's hard for me to maintain, you know, train of thought and not just accidentally say the wrong thing every once in a while. I'm not perfect. I'm honestly surprised that I don't have more faux pas when I'm talking and saying the wrong thing, or you know what I mean? I'm honestly surprised that I don't have more because, you know, especially as you get older too, when you get mentally tired during a day, you start saying the wrong thing. Right now, half the time I say the wrong thing to my wife. Seriously, I'll say, how many months are there in a day or something like that. You know what I mean? I'll say it backwards, and she'll say, did you mean how many days there are in a month? I'm like, oh yeah. You know, when I get tired, that happens. But some people are just being stupid. They criticize, oh, how could you convince a birthday with an anniversary? How could you say wife instead of aunt? Because these are all just words in my head that get crossed around when I'm tired, man. What do you think? Holy crap, man. Stupid. Alright. Alright, guys. Well, this was fun. This is actually nice scenery. I mean, there's not many landmarks here. But this is actually quite nice scenery, right? Monument Valley, and then, of course, all these surrounding areas that we're flying around. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to say, guys, thank you for a chill stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We did a lot tonight. It was fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Wow, Judy just did a $10 tip and says, my aunt was killed in New York in 2001. Her husband shot her in the back 3 times for life insurance and then tried to say it was suicide. Jesus. Anyway, I'm loving your stream. Can we do a barrel roll? I don't think you can do a barrel roll. I think you're going to crash if you try. Look. Oh. Never mind. I did a barrel roll. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought for sure the plane would like lose control and crash. Well, there you go. I did a barrel roll. My first one. Thank you, Judy, for the tip. I appreciate that. All right. So as we adjourn, okay. Vac29 did a $2 super chat and says, yes, thanks. Thank you, Vac. Super chat. All right. As we adjourn, it is official. The top contributor this week was Money Creature. Next week, we will start the stream with Tijuana, Mexico. Excuse me, not New Mexico. Reminder, next week, Microsoft Flight Simulator will be on the correct date and time, which means it'll be Sunday night. It will not be Saturday night. This week was different because Sunday is off. I'm off. Next week, we'll go back to this being on Sunday nights. Okay? Fair enough? The barrel roll deserves $50. Oh, hold on. I'm going to do a few more. Let me see. If the barrel roll deserves $50, let's do another one. This is not going to work. Watch, I'm going to crash. Oh, fuck. Oh! Well, was it worth it? I guess it was, because I did another barrel roll although I almost died. Alright, so that's $100. Yeah, right. I'm just kidding. Alright, guys. That is it for Flight Simulator this week. I hope you guys had fun. Very nice. Okay.